Next question, Jimmy.
All right, one that's just come in, Fraser, is that there's still child poverty in New Zealand, and how is it a thing, and what will you do to fix it?
Tangi Utikere.
When we came into government, what we did, one of the first things, is to change the Public Finance Act so that actually child poverty would be a factor in terms of the consideration of the government's annual budget. Now, there are nine indicators in terms of child poverty. 7 of those indicators have improved whilst we've been in government. National would actually like to suggest that they haven't, but that's because their own approach, they actually include the stats from their last year in office, which makes them look worse than it actually was. So 7 out of 9. We're rolling out other initiatives to assist with poverty, such as a $25 increase to benefits across the board, such as the COVID wage subsidy and the extension, such as opportunities for further increases in income levels, such as an increase in the minimum wage, such as rolling out living wage to government contractors to ensure that people actually are paid a fair and decent wage. These are factors that will have an absolute effect in a positive way on child poverty, and we are committed to reducing that.
Sharon Lyon.
Again, as a mother and a grandmother, oh dear, let's see. I've really gone quiet on this one. It concerns me. I feel that because we're a voice of the people, concerned about the people before big policies, big projects, big money. We'd like to see a bit more of a community focus, really going back into the community and having a look at some of the social issues, some of the education issues, some of the issues to do with, family issues, and really take a good look at what's going on. We think going with a sort of like a top-down governmental view, looking down into what the problems are and trying to fix it at a council level, at a legal level, legislation level. No, we need to be more hands-on with this.
David Popplewell.
Child poverty in New Zealand is a very, very sad thing, and it's been around in this country for quite some time. It seems to me that no matter what government is in power, we seem to be having a problem with it. New Conservatives' view is to fix child poverty, you have to give people an adequate income so you can look after families, a house to live in, good education, and good health services as well. If we're lacking in any one of these things, we're going to have a problem with child poverty. We seem every time you open the paper, we've got a problem in this area. It's something that's been around for so many years. Why hasn't it been fixed? We've got to try new ideas and new thinking. We want to get everybody into a home the best way we can. We're going to deduct, have taxation deductions so that the average person can look after his family, good education systems and good health systems. We believe that's the answer to child poverty in New Zealand.
Tiano Tirioni.
I spent my formative years in South Auckland in Manurewa. My mother still lives there and my brother is a teacher there. What my brother has told me is that one of the factors to barriers to education is when children show up to school hungry. And so last week I watched a TV interview of a young person who said that they've had to leave high school to get work, to work in the supermarkets because their families don't have jobs. Here's the thing about poverty. The way that you raise poverty is to put money into people's pockets. And that's either by raising the minimum wage, preferably up to the living wage, to be honest, making sure we have fair paid agreements right across all our different trades and industries as well. But if they don't have it, then we need to top up the core benefit. At the moment, it's at $225. That's your job seeker benefit. Our proposal is that we have a guaranteed minimum income, raising it up to $325. Superannuation, we target that around, it's around about $400 at change. We put it just above the poverty line. We need to do that for everybody so that everybody can live with dignity.
Very naughty. William Wood.
I was one of New Zealand's top youth policy developers last year, and my field of interest was intergenerational poverty, and there is a lot to unpack in 1 minute. On the measure of child poverty in this country, material hardship has got worse under this government, and whether it's got a little bit better or a little bit worse, it has certainly not been the transformational change and the end to child poverty that we were promised by the Prime Minister. So how do we deal with this? You deal with child poverty by supporting the parents of children. The first policy that National's announced that helps deal with this is a $3,000 credit to every single new family, enabling them to get access to parenting education, access to Plunket services, access to more support which they need. Because when I have friends of mine who are Plunket nurses who say to me, William, I take canned food in, I take rice, I take basic foods into single mothers, and I come back a month later and they're sitting there because they do not have the understanding or the knowledge of how to provide a balanced feed for their child. That is a critical issue. So we're going to deal with that by investing at an early age, because the first 1,000 days are how we have shaped a child's life, and a whole lot more around housing and education.
Jack Phillips.
Well, I'm definitely the wrong ACT candidate to talk about that. Karen Kaur, who has experienced many hardships, both systematic and otherwise in her life. She's written a new wellbeing policy that is on our website. It's quite fantastic, actually. Poverty is a lot of contribution things. First of all, people don't have jobs. How do you get the jobs to come back? Fuel costs, right? Fuel is a contributing price point in almost every aspect of the economy. When you raise fuel prices, it makes it harder for people to work. I am really the wrong candidate. All I can say is, from my point of view, my own experiences in a single mother household is only education and really hard work has gotten me to this point, and the support of my friends and family. So, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Anthony Williams.
I'm a registered nurse and a paramedic, so I've seen quite a few things in and out of the hospitals, in and out of the various organisations I've worked with. Child poverty, as discussed with all of us, is an intergenerational and interlocked situation. That's why New Zealand First has been pushing the minimum wage and pushing and successfully getting it higher. That's why New Zealand First has been consistently pushing for warmer, drier homes. That's why New Zealand First has been putting money into the mental health system, rebuilding the district health boards and all of the health system the best they can, post a slash and burn. That's why you need us back in the engine room trying to work out on child poverty and assisting our coalition partners to go forward. Thank you.